Take it away.
Do you know what is actually in the water that you drink? Most tap water from municipal water systems has something called fluoride added to it. Some of you might be wondering, what is fluoride? The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines it as poisonous crystalline salt used in trace minerals in the fluoridation of drinking water and toothpaste, and as a pesticide. So what is a pesticide doing in our drinking water? In small amounts, fluoride is believed to help prevent dental cavities. In the 1950s, the U.S. started adding it to public drinking water to try to improve dental health. According to the CDC in 2010, 73.9% of U.S. water is fluoridated, and 80% of the public water in Texas is fluoridated. But why should you care? Because multiple scientific studies have shown that not only can fluoride cause serious harm to your health, but it's not actually effective at preventing tooth decay, which is the reason it is added to our water. From the 1950s to 1990s, there was a dramatic reduction in the rates of tooth decay in America. Advocates of fluoride claim that it's because of the water fluoridation. But if you compare the statistics of other countries that have fluoridated water versus not fluoridated water, the tooth decay rate decreased in all the countries about the same amount in the same time period. So there's no evidence that it is the fluoride. The National Institute of Dental Research did a study and it found, well, a survey. It found that water fluoridation is not effective at preventing cavities. According to the CDC, 90% of the fluoride added in public water supplies comes from silicofluorides, chemicals produced as byproducts from the manufacture of phosphate fertilizers. Fluoride is highly toxic. It's more toxic even than lead and only slightly less toxic than arsenic. So the question is, why is that allowed to be added to our water? And these are the different sources of fluoride that we can encounter. It's in our drinking water, it's in our toothpaste, they put it in baby water. This is an example of what happens when you have too much fluoride because of all these sources. It causes a damage to your teeth that's called fluorosis. It's supposed to make your teeth healthier, but it kind of makes it worse. Children are especially susceptible to fluoride because they're developing and their bones are growing. And we even put it in their water. A recent Harvard study showed that children living in areas with higher water fluoridation actually have lower IQ, significantly reduced compared to children with lower levels of water fluoridation. They said it was about 7 points lower when they have higher fluoridation. Another problem with fluoride is that it's forced medication, and we have no control over how much any individual receives. So this is really dangerous because it's actually a medication, and they used to use it as a treatment for hyperthyroidism because it reduces the function of your thyroid. So we're all being medicated with a thyroid-reducing drug, and for people who already have thyroid problems, that can be really bad because there's already not enough. So it's very dangerous. And it is also linked to cancer. Dr. Dean Burke, the co-founder of the U.S. National Cancer Institute, said that it highly increases our risk of cancer. And to summarize the facts we learned today about fluoride, 73.9% of U.S. municipal water is fluoridated. It's highly toxic. It does not improve our dental health. It can damage teeth. It's forced medication. It reduces your thyroid function. It significantly lowers the IQ in children. And only 3% of Western European countries add fluoride to their water. In the U.S. alone, there are more people drinking fluoridated water than in the rest of the world combined. And that's it.
Questions? We'll start with Sarah and then we'll go to Miriam.
Okay. So was this like recently brought up, or
They are having protests in different areas trying to avoid having their water fluoridated. In England, there's currently a situation like that going on. And there are cities in America where they're trying to have their water not fluoridated, protesting.
I have a thyroid.
I do too.
problem. And I live in New Jersey where it was really, fluoride in water was something we were told a good thing. This is what, they always want to know why.
Yeah.
But are they putting fluoride in bottled water?
I don't know about that. I mean, it depends on the source. I would think if it's spring water, then it shouldn't have it. But if it's like processed water, municipal type, that they've been bottled, then it probably does. It should feel not good. Any other questions? You can get filters that remove fluoride for your tap and all that stuff, or like for your whole house. Yes?
I've heard about this topic before, and I've heard a lot of theories about the reason why they put it in there, but I don't really believe it because it's not actual facts; it's more of opinions. So, there's still no reason into why there's fluoride in our water?
They say that it's good for your teeth, but
Well, I mean, once that's been proven wrong, like,
I don't know. It's really even the application where they said it would help your teeth is externally, not by consuming it internally. So it doesn't even make sense to put it in water. So, yes,
So that's the reason why they put it in, is to help the teeth.
yes, that's supposed to be the reason.
What, I don't understand why they also instead of dentists that they're trying to help everyone. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense either. So.
Yes, it does. Well, everybody, let us thank Emmaline for a big hand.